Before we get into more topics, I just want to welcome everyone, by the way. Where are my manners? Maney, we got MPLC Simp, we got Chantel. Big shout outs to you guys, Ayana as well. We're going to head straight into the match, ladies and gentlemen. GH versus WP.
And we see Hunter going straight towards the factory direction. Factory has two persons, but he's not going in because that's one of the best kiting spots. So Hunter doesn't want to chase someone there, but we see Hermione at the front at 3 pallet. Hermione is playing the Embalmer, which might not be the most optimal chase because of the coffin.
That is very true. You know, GH, he knows that this Hunter, the mobility is the biggest problem. But we do see Hermione kind of ducking down. He sees the scratch marks on the floor, places a bomb immediately. Let's see how Hermione's going to take this first kite. Dodges the bombs, baits out a basic hit, and is allowed to transition away from the spot.
The third Cypher hasn't been decoded, so Cypher is kind of slow getting the first hit already, unable to eat the bomb also. So we see Hunter actually brought Blink into the match.
Wow. Aggressive build to start things off. So Blink will be available for GH to pop open, but we see Hermione doing a great job just sidestepping. This is not a fully fed Bonbon just yet, so that's why he's being very conservative with the bomb placements. Trying to drop one down, goes for the Seer's Owl just to give a little bit of support here, but one more bomb and Hermione will be falling down.
Taking the ballot boost, will be going towards 2 pallet 1 window. She's tracked. I think main point about Hermione's and Bombers right now is just die away from a coffin. But she doesn't know that Hunter is bringing Blink this time around, because the way he's playing right now, GH, it feels like he's bringing teleport, but he is not. And we see the pallet stuff.
Yeah, it's the skill hasn't been baited out just yet. Hermione doing an excellent job, I would have to say. 3 ciphers are about to be popped already, so definitely a 3 cipher kite. If Hermione falls here and baits out a Blink, that's definitely going to be a win. Gets another pallet stun, and unfortunately a trade-off, but now we're going to see the chair coming. So at least GH was able to hold on to his straight. However, 3 ciphers already done.
But we see the bottom left. The time right now, I think it's lagging over there, but the cipher progress is actually pretty fast already. 3 ciphers, last 2 ciphers left. Hunter has to walk all the way back to Shack, I believe, where the Hermione is. Yes, Shack. And Hermione actually can hide it out. I'm not sure how she's going to do it.
Yeah, so a lot of survivors. We have the entomologist that did just pop a cipher, was using the bees. Hermione's just transitioning away from the Shack area, just tiptoeing away. Tinnitus is going to be popped. GH is going to have to look on the ground and see where the scratch marks are coming from. We're going to go back to square one. This is where we first started off, Chocho.
Exactly, and this seems to be, if Hermione can kite it out almost to Cypher Prime, I believe this might become a potential 4-man during detention period. And right now we only see GH with still needs 2 more hits before his second skill. So this is not looking too good. But survivors still don't know what trait GH will be bringing this time. We see Harry Potter, which is the patient, rushing the front gate Cypher, which is at 80%. Last Cypher is at the 2 pallet 1 window area. Cedric decoding that Cypher. Entomologist coming for the rescue. Entomologist, I believe, and the flying wheel, perfect. Dodging the bombs. Was she able to get the rescue without Terror Shock?
Oh, it's going to be so tough. Able to stuff the rescue, not in time for the Cypher Pop. So this looks like a tie situation that GH will be working on. So this is what we're talking about. GH's hunters are so scary. I mean, was able to get a entomologist stuffing that rescue. That was a beautiful job. And now the Cypher is about to be primed. So now they have to go for this rescue. Harry P already making his rounds.
Like a slight mistake from the survivor side, unable to rescue. This really resulted. It seems to be more of a tight situation now. Bees on entomologist side seems to be close to 0. A change of skill to teleport, but this is not looking too good, because right now the change to teleport means that Hunter has very bad late game. Unless he's able to down entomologist fast, and then patient will still be around the vicinity. This could be possible. Will he be able to get hit?
Oh my God, tried to vault the pallet, but last effort pop. The Tide Turner is still gonna carry GH onto another side of this map, but they haven't worked on the ciphers just yet. Now they have touched them. GH has to be able to traverse this entire map to try and stop them. But like you called, Chocho, looks like it's gonna be a tie situation here, just from that rescue situation that happened. It looked really good for the survivor side, but a tie isn't so bad going up against GH.
I mean, if GH could have been more conservative, and I believe there was a bit of an error in counting the ciphers. I mean, the kite was...
Of late, we've seen a lot of amazing kites from 481. Capcom on this Embalmer could be a problem, so let's see how Potters is going to handle this, I would say, well-rounded lineup coming out of GH. As we look at the stairs, now we look at the map. We're just going to run straight into Zhao Khan and Capcom.
We see the S skin on the X-Boy.
This skin freaks me out. It's so scary.
We see Zhao Kan getting the first chase, safely using an elbow pad, dodging away from the basic hit, going towards Shack area. He might be able to see Capcom, which is the Embalmer this time.
Capcom able to actually be on the right side of this shack area, and it seems like Potter's gonna miss out on Capcom. So now he's gonna be running the routes and just going around trying to find the best possible target, which was the Embalmer. So let's see if he's gonna run into any survivors. So far, you just see how vast this map is, how big it is for the Hunter to actually find a survivor. And if he commits to one side, he's gonna have to just step on back. And it seems like he's actually gonna go back to the factory area. Let's see where he's gonna go to, left or right.
I believe it will be the right little boy. But just chasing little boy, which is the Ex-Priestess at the double story area, is definitely not the most ideal choice. Yeah, so going away from the factory, 481 Seer, feeling the calibration, will be getting the first chase. But this is time bought out already. We can see that the skill of Blink is already ready. So the time on the survivor side to really rotate this out really worked out.
Wow.
I believe that Potters was trying to bait out the bird, but
Yes.
481 exactly what was gonna happen. Held it with himself instead and getting that basic hit.
That was insane how 481 was just I mean, he was just brave enough to not go for that panic owl. We saw that the flame was coming in, so you know what, the speed boost was there. So now let's see if he can dodge this flame. No more owl, but now 481 is going to go to the second floor of this factory just to create that elevation and change of levels and force him to vault this pallet. But the blink is ready, so let's see if he's going to pop this one out. It seems like he's just going to go for that speed boost, but it's already been canceled out because he went through the window.
Definitely, ZZ shouldn't be letting Seer prolong this kite way further, because 481 has the potential of sucking a bird out and using it for a longer kite, and that's not something that you would want, because the longer the kite is, the harder for Potters to counter trap, because Potters is mostly a basic hit. A failed flying wheel on 481's side. Excellent mind game on ZZ, and right now I believe 481 will be down very soon with the blink hit.
Oh, just goes through it, but no, he tried to double back to slam the pallet, but no, Potter's blocking the way. 481's kite did end, but that looks like a 3-cipher kite. 81% on that one cipher. It seems like it was kind of chased away, but it is moving on quite well. So it seems like Potter's finally has 481 in the rocket chair. So let's see who's going to come in for the rescue. It seems like Mercenary Zhao Kan is already in the area.
And 481, but not too sure how much bird he has sucked already, but if it's almost done, it could potentially result in a longer rebound kite, and might not be too good. But we see unable to really camp this chair out, giving the basic hit onto Zhao Kan, and one more hit to second skill.
Ooh, tried to ride the roads here, but no, the blink able to pop open, and now last effort kicks in. 481 does not have a bird just yet, so it's gonna be really tough for him to rebound kite this last potential chair situation here. Mercenary still sticking in this area. We're gonna see Potter's chair once again. 2 ciphers have already been primed, so it's looking like he's gonna try to go for a tied game, but it really depends how GH will answer the situation. Capcom in the mix here.
And I think right now ZZ, what he has to do also, right, is after 481 get rescued, right, try not to immediately down him as well, because right now he has to drag it out for his teleport. He just used his blink. If not, he will be unable. Oh, this is not looking too good for ZZ right now.
Yeah, Embalmer eating that hit would gladly take it. Has a coffin also, so 481 now has a bird. The owl is ready, so 481 has to be very careful not to use it right away, but he's able to block the detention hit, Chocho.
And 481 will be prolonging its kite right now. He won't be eating the fireball at all, because right now there's no fireball over this area. We'll be getting the basic hit, and flying wheel, perfect on 481's side, but will he be getting hit? Oh,
what a sequence. They trade off with the pallet drop, but the trait is still on cooldown. Seer is about to expire. Exit gate is open, and GH living up to their win potential here, getting a 3-person escape. They take round number 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing play on GH Survivor side. Great kite, because
I don't have much to worry about except I would say the Cypher Rush if he's not able to find Hermione at first. But if he's able to injure the survivors early on, the Cypher Rush would just be heavily decided on the bot side. But we're not going to wait any longer, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head into the match. Chocho and Potch Spice, your commentators for this round 2 first half.
We see the mechanic already placed the board, dumping it at the shack area. Hunter's just going straight away to the center area where the priestess is located at. So Gojj seems to want to, but he sees someone else at the front. It is Patient. So Patient might be getting a free hit over here and just interrupting that hook.
Wow. Yeah, you saw that he was about to land that hook, but it did get canceled out. It's still on cooldown, but this Patient now, and he also destroys the toy merchant's catapult. Cedric also in this area. Let's see, cutting off the route of Harry P. And now we see that Gojj, he's working on that butterfly. 2 survivors are actually here, and now the toy merchant eats a hit.
This is not looking too good for the survivor side. Right now, toy merchant has absolutely nothing on her hands. She can't use the items that she has also. But why is 2 of them
catapults
at graveyard?
True, and now it seems like Scamander is going to be the one being focused on because she has no items, as you said, Chocho. Flywheel gets baited out. Gojj has nothing to worry about. Blink is already available, but at least Scamander gets a pallet stun in the process.
And toy merchant is just still going strong over here. We see a kid. So just look at the Cypher's progress right now. This is, like, added together is not even one Cypher. Just now what we saw at Graveyard was a double kite together with Priestess as well as Patient. So Cypher very slow. Mechanic Green Body probably can't really decode fast as well. So it's literally just Mechanic's bot as well as Priestess decoding. But we actually saw Priestess trying to give support portals from the center towards the Graveyard area. So Cypher progress very slow right now. I'm kind of worried whether Cyphers will be popped for this match actually.
I mean, I feel like it's a tough call, and now the main decoder going for the rescue here. He's gonna just go for a regular hit. The rebound kite has to last, but like you said, no items to be able to use. He doesn't have a catapult anymore. Can't gain that much distance. He's gonna try to go for another pallet slam, which again, last effort pop. Gojj would gladly take that. We're gonna see Scamander go to the timeout corner, and Gojj has his sights set on just focusing on just tunneling one survivor at a time, just so he gets the solid points. And now he's going to do just that. It's going to be a toy merchant on the chair once again.
And we see that the board actually still have half. So, I mean, against a mechanic, the thing is that it's a very tiable team comp that they're really going for. And that means Cypher decoding process will also be very fast with the addition of mechanic. We see a kind of a failed portal on Priestess, but it didn't affect too much. Only a wasted portal there. So Priestess will be giving the Yermak Tinnitus at the middle double story area. Is she coming for the rescue? It seems to be.
Yeah, there we go. Jumps down, able to body block. So this is actually a great rescue on their side. Breaking that line of sight, Gojj now has to chase this toy merchant for him to secure at least 1 point. Scamander, though, he's going to try to go for a drop-down gameplay here. Let's see if he forces it to happen. Gojj has another butterfly ready. We see that the toy merchant is flying, but like you said, the counter's going to happen, but also the flywheel to the terror shock, unfortunately, there for the survivors. This is the last share of the toy merchant.
But we can actually see that the priestess has been killed by the bot at the geisha area, so the easiest target right now for Hunter would definitely be Mechanic, but there is not really a point in chasing Mechanic because Mechanic is one of the slowest decoders in the entire map once someone is injured. So going for Priestess or Patient would be the best choice, but we see that she is focused on Priestess. Priestess is kiting towards the shack area where all ciphers have already been decoded.
Whoa, flywheel once again on the board for the survivor side. Drops the pallet on the wrong side though, and now has to eat that hit. At least he's able to break that line of sight, but Gojj now going to do a moonwalk trick here. Let's see if he's going to bait out the priestess. The priestess has gone up to the upper side of this two-story building. Gojj now just has to play this cool, calm, and collectedly because the last cipher hasn't been worked on just yet. Goes for the butterfly, but now another blink hit lands.
Posh, this is looking like a potential for elimination because right now Cherry at one of the last ciphers at the geisha area, I believe the bot will be able to pop it. Will the bot be able to pop it? This is crucial. Will he be able to pop it?
Oh, he is! That was actually great. So thank the lucky stars of the IDV gods that Gojj wasn't able to land that butterfly, but now we see Hermione in the mix here. Might have to go for an early rescue. The crows have been apparent. Drops down the pallet for a slow drop. Patient is the one that is working on the cipher progress. It seems like Hermione has to be very careful here to time this rescue right.
I don't think this rescue might be happening because Hunter as Butterfly. Hunter can just fly towards the Mechanic, down her. Cypher's not primed yet. We see a flying wheel on Mechanic. But this just means that Mechanic has its height as well as flying wheel, which means that she does not have tree. So this is not looking too good for this WP side, the Cypher
Pop
pop and
happens.
mechanic
Oh my
cannot stand up.
god. Yeah, I can't stand up like you said. Oh wow. So they just went ahead and popped that Cypher, and it seems like, yeah, Priestess will be flying away just to try and go for that rescue, which is such a, I mean, that was such a clutch situation there for Godjay, but now I think he checkmated the survivors here. He's gonna focus now on Harry P. He's gonna get spotted out as Godjay is making the rotations, and one detention hit that's gonna lead to a 4K.
Jay able to capitalize on mechanic not having with the rescue happen.
Ooh, pops the patient to fall down, but that's actually a-okay because this mechanic doesn't have the best rebound kite potential. We do see that Godjay is just making sure he knows what the survivors are at. Tram's gonna break that line of sight, but it seems like Godjay wants to focus on Harry P.
Very strange because even if patient downs, he can't open the gate. The gate's definitely not opened. He can just go kill eliminate mechanic first, then come back and find the patient. But yeah, he'll be able to find patient over here, cheering him and will be going out to find the mechanic before patient flies and mechanic have a chance to potentially jump the dungeon.
No, but the dungeon's actually right there where Godjay's going to be working in the alleyway. So let's see if Godjay can spot that Tinnitus from coming out. He's still got some time on the board for that detention, but it's not going to matter because the mechanic is already injured. So it seems like Godjay just playing it sort of safe. Teleport is already online for Godjay to be able to pop up. And we see that Hermione playing it very safe, just riding the tram to make sure that he takes in the sights of Ever Sleeping Town. But this is a different Godjay we're seeing. Now he pops the teleport, and we see that he's actually going to make his way back to Harry P. He's got the mobility on his side. Mechanic, like you said, not the best kiter. Already has propping up the detention, and we see that he's able to get the rescue. Mechanic able to flywheel away from the hit.
Getting the basic hit over the pallet, and we see the mechanic will be down. Mechanic will be second chair also. Godjay seems to know exactly where patient is, which is at the shack area. So unless patient can kite it out, but patient does not have any items at the moment right now. Seems to still be a 4K potential match.
Yeah, and considering that the dungeon is behind Godjay, he's just going to cut off the corners. He knows where Harry P will be coming out of. Once he drops down, he's going to spot where the patient is at. Oh, he looks actually away from where the patient is, and the patient is actually making his rotation on over. He's already rotated away from the two-story corner house, and now he's at the center. He's going to wait for that dungeon to open up, but Godjay, he's just going to camp it out here.
This is the type of situation where you really wish that person has one more hook to utilize.
NetEase, maybe give him a fourth hook, nudge, maybe. But no, Godjay would not allow this to happen. He's going to hit him away from that dungeon. Godjay being godlike as ever, getting that 4K with... Because you got Seer, you got Mercenary that can just transition away from the notes. That doesn't even get affected. Like, his elbow pad doesn't get affected by the slowdowns. Seer, though, you can just eat a hit early on. So we're going to head to the match. Will this be WP's last match, or will they keep the dream alive? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen, as Potters hunts with a violinist.
We see at center there is 481. 481 is playing Weeping Clown. The Weeping Clown. Yeah. So I believe Weeping Clown might be getting the first chase, I believe. I don't know. Antonio is not even going to chase Weeping Clown, going towards the S pallet where there is nobody, but there is Tinnitus. So he will be rotating around to see whether Tinnitus will continue be popping up, but no. So he's knowing that the survivor is definitely at Figure right now, but Figure is a lock cipher, so not too sure. Oh, we see Seer. That's Captain Seer at the Figure area and might be taking the kite.
Yeah, can I just say that this is kind of a reminiscent early chase of the previous round where Potters was kind of flabbergasted with where he was going to chase first, but now it seems like the Locky into Capcom able to get a note on him. So great start of the chase for Potters. Now we know that Capcom does have Flywheel, baits out the Owl.
This is absolutely great on the easy side because Capcom was thinking they might be a
able to have the assist of the Dynamite Rocket here, and now they're transitioning. Again, this could be a little bit of the overextension we're kind of talking about. Blink is going to get popped up. Flywheel, no, unable to get it out. And now we see Potters able to down this Seer, which I see 2 ciphers being worked on, but not being popped just yet. So let's see how GH is going to kind of bounce back from this.
Excellent play on ZZ's side. I didn't expect him to be showing off such a stunt because like he was baiting out the owl by making a Seer think that it might be a blink hit on the owl, but Capcom totally took the bait, putting out the bird, and then afterwards the flying wheel also baited out before the hit happened or the hit was registered. So but feeling the string, so right now 481 might be getting a simple rescue if no, that's no Terror Shock.
No, just getting a simple rescue happening, and now we see that 481 transitioning away. Capcom has to be careful. Doesn't have much to offer here when it comes to the support. Just gets a regular hit. The Tide Turner is going to give that last effort, and now 481 has to transition away. I'm not sure if he's going to try and force the Cypher to pop because it's close to popping, but you gotta respect Potters here at this point because he's very dangerous.
And we see that the last cipher hasn't been decoded, and the Graveyard cipher is gonna be popped. It's 90% cipher. So 481 after this he has to rotate away and hopefully not eat a string on the way there.
Yeah, 481 just one hit away. He's able to pop that cipher, but now it seems like he's gonna drop some notes just to make sure that 481 is going to pay for popping that cipher. And it seems like the overextension here is gonna keep him away from that rocket chair for the backdoor rescue to happen. Zhao Kahn able to rescue without Potters even knowing about it.
I think there was a little bit of overextension trying to get a to get a hit on the 481 side because right now Zhao Kahn got a free rescue and Seer has a very long distance away from the Hunter. Hunter is unable to instantly down Seer, giving him a rebound kite potential.
Capcom now realizing, confined space is one of the traits one of the persona builds that he brought. Blink is about to be online for Potters to use, but Capcom just buying so much time and keeping the Hunter contained in the graveyard area is so good for the Survivor side as they try and prime those last two ciphers. It seems like Capcom, does he have a bird? He does not have one just yet, but Flywheel able to bait out a hit, but no, falls to that second hit. And now we see that he's trying his best to crawl away from Potters, but Potters has his first Survivor, and now he's going to cap him out. He's going to chair him where they're just going to prime that cipher.
The last cipher is already at 70%, 80% actually. The last three survivors, two of them looking really healthy, one of them which is the Bean Clown with absolutely no items, so it doesn't really matter because right now their main goal is to just one escape, and this seems to be a tie match. Camping out the last cipher with a 93%, trying to chase the boy and probably trying to get a chip. With the string, but
yeah, we see that the little boy is able to drop a dog on him just for him to prolong this chase. And now we see that the mercenary actually almost about to pop that cipher. So little boy has the signal to survive as much as possible. So let's see how he's going to take this one. Eats a regular hit, drops the pallet. They're not going to pop it just yet. So they're going to try and position themselves and rotate to a better spot here. We do see that the little boy did pass, I believe, a little bit of a message there. But he's actually... Oh, thank God. I thought he was going to rotate straight. And now they pop the cipher.
And 481 is already at the gate, at the graveyard gate. Zhao Kahn is over here. Not too sure why. This could be a potential 3 escape because Zhao Kahn can eat one basic hit if he doesn't eat the string. So, amazing elbow pad going towards the middle double story area. Both of them can escape. I believe Zhao Kahn will be getting the dungeon.
Yeah. Beautiful performance on GH's side, and they move on, ladies and gentlemen. GH